Hello! What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete. I'm a top player in Risk Global Domination, a daily show on YouTube. I do occasional streams on Twitch, and if you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channels and come along the ride with me. So this is the Risk meta settings. Europe! Advanced Progressive Capitals. I'm in the penultimate seed playing as purple. We've got some serious blizzards. Seriously. Okay, so we got the split Orient. We got the blizzard at the top in Finland locking off Scandi, and we got the two Africa blizzards locking off Africa. So we have bottom corner that goes through Spain and goes through Italy. We got other bottom corner that goes around through Orient into Russia. We got a top corner, and then it goes through the blue cap. We see the green cap as well. We don't see, or we're going to see the black cap, I figure. Probably on London. Yeah, okay. So, we go second last, and orange wants. Wow, we got a lot of pocket caps here. So I can go for the bottom of Italy. That almost certainly puts me at war with orange. I think if I go middle of the board, though, as long as there's someone who enables my bullshit, I'll be okay. But if blue wants to hold both of these, I'm in trouble. I think what blue's going to try and do is they're going to try to take this, and then they're going to try to go behind their cap. And that can work if they eventually get into war with green, who also does the same. Similarly, noob corner versus Spain Africa corner. So if black goes behind their capital, takes this, and orange goes behind their capital, take this, then they aren't going to be soft to each other. They're more likely to work together and go into the midboard. So I got a problem. But the final thing we need to see where red goes. And we're probably not going to see where red goes. So red might Kukaracha behind black, behind orange. No. Red fucks me out of the open I was trying to get. Ah, okay. This is a tough open. This is a wait and see open. Yeah. Blue's not going to let me have anything behind them. I could go for Italy here. I don't think that works. Green rolls 5v2s. Did he break blue? Turn one break on blue would make me laugh. No, he just wants the east. Okay. Wait and see cap in the middle. I don't love it, but I really don't see any bonuses that won't be claimed. If black wants Germany instead of noob corner, there's nothing for me. I could take Germany, then I'm just at war with black. And orange going to go behind themselves. Yeah, there's nothing for me. If I take Italy, red should break it. Right. I'm the worst. It's like, nah, you didn't fuck my open. Yeah, blue's gonna play predictably and go behind the capital. Oh man, sorry, red. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a real shame for red. For already by. Okay, blue's gonna be super strong. They don't have Orient yet. Did green hold Russia? No, not yet. Okay, so green's not going to be quite as strong. So blue's going to be the real threat this game. So if I'm good with blue, if they respect me, I don't know. I'm still not in a good position. Like, just in case anyone's watching this for educational purposes, don't do what I did turn one. It was very dumb. It was a terrible, terrible play that probably loses and also fucks over red. But in the very small chance it didn't do that, I now have a 2-cap open. So find it a surprising amount of greed that black isn't going for this, right? Orange taking Africa. I don't know, man. I'm going to be in the way. I'm going to be in the way between orange and blue, aren't I? What I wanted to do was I wanted to take Italy off this line, but orange won't let me hold that. Orange is going to take Italy next turn. I don't really fault them for it. Yeah. I just have to be cool with everybody except red, and at least we've advanced the game state by eliminating one of the players. Or red. What else could orange do other than going bad to me when they eventually reach me, which is in 2 turns? I'm fucked, right? I don't see a world where I don't get totally ass-rammed by both blue and or orange. However, looks like red is being a thorn in black side. Which is exactly why I was saying, like, it's strange to me that black would have gone for Germany instead of just going behind his capital, taking the new corner turn 1, because if he had, he would be in a better position. Okay, so this is blue taking all of Orient. He's also going to take Istanbul and Ankara, I think. Maybe he's going to fight green. Green has Russia? Yeah, green has Russia. Okay, so green will see that blue has that, and then green will have to make a decision. Does he want to go bad to blue? And if you do, you want to go bad to blue doubly. Or you want to go bad to me. There's really only green's 2 options, right? Green doesn't care about red, black, or orange. Maybe he wants to chip in. No, he's going into Orient. 2 attacks. We don't know. We don't know which those 2 attacks were. Could have been this. Could have been this. Or could have been a 3rd location we didn't see. But I see that as the least likely. I fully expect orange on their turn. Black is dealing with the cancerous remains of red. I fully expect orange on this turn, yeah, to go like this. So I want to roll my capital. No, he just takes France instead of Italy. Spicy. Okay, I'm going to take Italy, expecting it to not hold. We also get the accidental red kill. Red is a victim of my shenanigans. We get the well played from orange. Thanks. We also don't break anything of orange. So, okay. Yeah. All right. He's happy I didn't fuck him. But I still see myself as natural enemies with orange. I don't see... Well, maybe orange goes bad to black now. That's what orange could do, is just steal the black capital here. Okay, blue and green haven't impacted each other yet, but they're going to be in a spot. My cap is only open to, well, I could start switching to the top cap, I guess. No, he's going to take that. He's going to roll that. He's going to roll that. Gets a positive roll. I deserve it. I got a reasonable roll as well. The problem with this play, however, is, so he has chosen. right? He's chosen to be bad to me rather than to blue. You might as well break. Yeah, I see that as making sense. So this is a situation where we spawn in the second last seat. So we're now the last player in the turn order. And we're the only player without a pocket. So there's 4 pockets. We don't have any of them. So we are now midboard cap stack pass. Until and if. Okay, black breaks me, even though I see that sucks. That sucks for you, black. Because like you saw green break me. Yes, 18 for orange. I'll be a thorn in your side now, black, rather than a thorn in green's. I don't open green to me, I don't think. They already are open, so I don't further open them. And I don't know. It's almost certainly a war. Ooh. Okay, no, orange is stealing this from... Okay, orange is not going to let black... Orange is cool with me and not going to let black get away with it. Very interesting. So orange at war with black, green's at war with me. Blue's at war with nobody, and he's good with... Just well played. All right, so... man. I want the 2 on Trieste right now. I need every troop I can get. Get the fuck out of my bonus. Now, I'm going to let green have a ton of troops. If he rolls into me... Yeah, that is blue's best card. Blue's passive, their cap is locked. They're saying, ooh, no, they're not passive. They're taking a look. They're fucking up orange. All right. Hopefully green goes that way as well. Green sees what my cap is. And I got to set on 3. I set here. I'm the mid position. Green's holding a +7 and +8. They're friendly with blue. So I think it might be green and blue. Best of friends. Yeah, green wants to trade. All right, and black's the one on the road. So black probably gets the lowest here, unless I get teamed on in the middle. And like, I kind of should get teamed on in the middle because we're going to see... Break me again, black. Because we're going to see blue and green have basically no one else to hit, right? So they either hit me... Orange is going to kill black now. We did trade early because we made a kill. That's right. Orange dealing with black. At least we can hold a bonus. I don't think I need to set here. I need to keep my cap strong. There's no point in hitting Hungary because blue will probably need to take it. So I don't hold generic Alps for very long, if ever. But just holding a strong cap that isn't threatening green and blue might incentivize them to go take a look on the other side of the board. Maybe fucking around with black, maybe fucking around with orange. Starting wars that I'm not a part of. I like that, particularly when you're trying to play the mid position. Blue's playing smart. Blue's playing smart and good. And blue and green are not going to war with each other. So when and if that happens, I can pivot. So I'm not playing cap stack pass here because I enjoy cap stack pass. I'm playing cap stack pass here because I have no other choice. If I play any other way, I lose the game. Ooh, green might kill black. No, green's dumb. It hits multiple people at the same time. I want to break green. I've resisted hitting that +8 for multiple turns now, and I could easily cost this man. He rolled a capital. I could easily cost this man 15 troops a turn for the rest of the game, but that just gets me suited into. I want him to have those extra troops. I want him to make stupid fucking kill attempts. The problem is that it's going to be on me. So I think I'm lose-lose with green. Maybe we see orange go after him. Orange likes me. They like that I'm a buffer zone between them and these other two guys, right? So orange is here. So geometrically, right? I eat the bullshit from both of the guys in the east. Black is quitting like a bitch here. I'm gonna see the bot out now. Bot's gonna put the set in the last second, not take a card. I'm gonna trade on 4. I don't think I survive if I'm sitting on 5 cards. And then there's gonna be a bot of black, which is gonna cause all sorts of shenanigans. Yeah, orange started with 14 sets and reciprocates on green. Fucked up. All right, we're going to cost green 15 troops for breaking me. Does about that. This is the black kill attempt? Yeah, nice. Blue gets black. Okay. So who's noob corner? Blue's hitting more. Blue's hitting orange? No, they're clearing noob corner. Green's going to set. Green's dumb. I think Green's one of the worst players in this game. Just sue into my capital. Well, no more buffer zone now. You keep hitting? He is going to keep hitting. Okay, green is dumb. Green is dumb. Excellent. I like dumb. I like dumb. This is good. This is good. Green is going to get lowest now. So it looks like green ends up with 4th. Yeah. Orange also set on 3. Perfect. Perfect. We get to chill in the middle of the board and do nothing and build up troops and let these guys hit each other. Blue is going to win this game, I think. I don't think I will be able to outgenerate him. I don't think green goes bad to blue. Green has chosen his path this game, right? Green says, I'm loyal to blue and I'm going to be an enemy to purple. And orange. Yeah, this is beating the shit out of green. So this is making it very clear that I'm your enemy. I laugh at you while orange beats the shit out of you. It's a little psychological warfare on green. I don't take anything back. I'm not trying to hold anything. I don't expect to hold anything. There's no point in even trying. Just keep a strong cap. Orange wanted me to help them? I mean, I thought I did. But okay, are they just laughing at how much blue is getting? No, blue got broken too. Blue got broken too. Orange broke both of them. Ooh. Yeah, green still gets 11. How the fuck did he get 11? He's Germany? Yeah, orange might actually get 4th. And then I get team I get 3rd. I need to help orange. Even helping orange probably only gets me 2nd. It's 9 troops. Ooh. We went the wrong way. We set on 4 again. After all that board holding, I don't think green has very many more troops than me. Avoiding wars really is profitable. If you're holding board, what you want to do is you don't hit players as much as you kill players, right? I spend all of my troops sometimes killing a player. Blue's thinking about what to do. They're certainly not quitting here. Blue's in the winning seat. I will be shocked if Blue actually quits a game. Massive blue bot here is terrible. If Blue actually bots out, I think I take his capital. I think I switch. It's going to be bad for green before it's really bad for me. Yes. I'm going to let blue bot break you. I don't think you're good enough to understand how to deal with the bot. We're going to try board holding. That's going to be good for orange, ultimately. The bot being where they are is net positive for orange, all told. Yeah. Okay, let's see if blue stays offline. We're manualing we're 2 dice manualing? Okay. For what? I think this is up here. Okay. I'm going to take a bonus I'm not expecting to hold. I wonder if orange expects me to be doing more of the work. Like, positionally, there's no real bonus I can get, so I can't really do any of the heavy lifting. My heavy lifting has to come from sets and tempo, not board holding. But I'm not fucking with orange. Orange is the only player in this game I like. Just the 8v5. If green gets to hold both of those against the bot, he does get to hold both of those. Lucky fella. All right, green's going to get used to that, and they're going to start. Okay, we just set here. Set here? Really? Where does that set go? What are you doing? Oh, he's guarding. This is him putting massive guard stacks against the bot, which is a terrible idea. Don't do that. Right? Blue is trying to hold this front against a bot that's about to set on 5 instead of just killing it. We don't know how much is still on the blue cap. We saw the cap switch a bunch, but I couldn't tell you exactly when because the cap indicator is not in a visually accessible place for me. Right? It's too much in my peripheral vision. I actually can't see it. I have to look. I have to move my head to look at it. That's just an idiosyncrasy of my setup, right? If I pull further back, it's still not in my field of vision. It's in a bad place. But, you know, what do I know about designing games? Orange gets 45. I would figure the blue kill would be on the table if it stepped off cap. But why are we seeing these guys not? Did everyone just disconnect? What happened? What happened at the end of this game? I don't know if Green's still playing. They just missed a card? Or they disconnected, but they missed a card. Looks like orange is glitched. What do we see from blue? Blue sets on my capital. That sucks. Okay. No, I don't quite know what to make of this game. But if everyone disconnected, I can probably find a way to win. Okay. I mean, hey, I'll take it, I guess. A bunch of random shit happened in this game. That fucking cap roll on red. I'm sorry to you, man. All right. Good game. I think Green's just got a glitch. They're not allowed to take cards or something. Or place troops. Any bots. No green. Orange still here? Orange has the same problem. What do you guys suppose would cause this to happen simultaneously? That's the only other thing. It's like, why aren't I affected? It's a bit of an underwhelming sort of thing. I guess we can put a Q&A question while I clean up this game. Abby would like to know, hey, Pete, I'm sure you've already talked about this at some point, but I'll ask anyways. All questions are welcome. What made you start playing Risk? And why did you at some point start to post on YouTube? Great questions. The origin story goes like this. I've been playing the board game with my friends, say since I was like 8, 9, 10 years old, something like that. And I've always loved games, but I've always kind of had a very addictive personality, so I avoided becoming too hooked on video games. How compelling I would find them. So I played Magic the Gathering Commander as my main hobby for, I don't know, about a decade up until COVID. And then when COVID hit, and you can't, sit at a table with your friends and look them in the face. There is no real video game facsimile of Commander. So when that happened, I started pecking away at my phone at this Risk app. Because like I've been a fan of the game my whole life, pretty much. But I started playing a lot because there was just nothing to do. And then I got to Grandmaster. I was like, oh, how good are you? And then I sort of took it upon myself to answer that question in earnest. How good am I? So I had never specialized in anything in my life. I was very much a generalist um, for much of my life. I'm interested in a lot. I know a little bit about a lot. But I never really sought mastery in anything until this game. So when I realized that there was the potential to be really, really good at Risk, I was like, oh, perhaps this is something that I can, test earnestly, right? Like do the work, show the work on YouTube, right? You guys see my very first video is still up. Almost everything I've ever posted is still up. You can watch the progression, the early progression from, middling GM to top 500 GM to top 10 player to rank number 1 in the ranking system to tournament progression to world champion, right? You can see all of that. And that story is a compelling one. I imagine for the reason that the hero's journey is a compelling archetype in fiction. That it's rewarding for people to watch the progression of I think of myself as a quite average person in most ways. It's compelling television for people to watch, more or less average person achieve greatness. But I think that plus the value proposition of I'm going to talk through what I'm thinking and show you, as opposed to telling you what you should do coming from some sort of ridiculous position of expertise. Like I when I started, I was not an expert. Whereas, I think it's safe to say I am a top player now, right? This is how I do the intro. The intro is succinct. I am a top player. It's how I introduce myself, right? I don't need to talk about my accomplishments, but since you asked, I will. And I certainly don't need to prove or explain what that means, because I've done it. I've proved it. There's nothing left to prove. Truly, there's nothing left to prove in that regard, because I no longer seek competition. That is no longer the ethos of the show, right? Any achievement I might have done has been achieved. So you're free to, your mileage may vary. Your mileage will vary, right? Take everything I say with a grain of salt. Test against your own experiences. Figure out what's true for you. You're probably going to play stylistically differently than me, but you're also going to probably come to different conclusions from time to time, and that's normal. People have not the best intuition with probability, so that's part of it. There's a lot of luck in the game. That's part of it, and then there's the empathy component, which is the biggest component of all, right? Modeling your opponent's mental state, figuring out what they want, figuring out how to give it to them such that you can negotiate victory. And all of those components of the game are things that I find very compelling to talk about with you all. So, bots haven't hit each other enough. Yeah, they shall, but they haven't hit each other enough. We're gonna wait. Wait this one out. What made me start playing Risk? So it was basically just necessity, something to do. Why did you at some point start to post to YouTube? Okay, so the channel part of the story, I had a number of friends kind of mention it to me, mention it for themselves, mention it like as, hey Pete, you could be good at this, right? Because I'm fairly good with language. I'm fairly good at using words to describe what I'm thinking. And I would dare say I've gotten a lot better at it over the last 5 years. I started posting on YouTube in August of 2020. So we're 4.5 years in, more or less. Been daily for 4 years. Been twice daily for 2 on Freepeat as well. So 14 shows a week minimum for the last 2 years. And a lot of people say to me, it's amazing you don't burn out. But for me, it's the exact opposite, right? I love this. I thrive doing this. I find it energizing, not draining. Perhaps that's why I'm so prolific. I'm able to create a literal mountain of content for you guys to binge because I love doing it and I love this game and I love you, right? It is very important to me that that is the core and the center of the message I'm trying to send out with YouTube. It's like, if you are going to create media, what is your message? And I'm kind of meandering because I'm not actually answering the why. But for me, I always thought I would be a writer, but I didn't write. Whereas with this, I do. Right? I create. I talk. I can talk to the mic. I can turn the camera on and talk forever, and love just about every second of it. So let's see if I can get into Orient yet. This is a much better position. I'm at the bots from. Okay. So we've now flanked the board. Why are you talking? What do you have to say? When I was younger, I used to think I had a lot to say. And that was a very arrogant way to think. And now that I've kind of matured a bit, I can still talk forever, but I'm far less interested in telling you what I think, because I think I'm right and you're wrong. I think that's something that we really get fucked up by in current media. Almost everything you watch has a bias, and it would be naive of me to suggest to you that I don't have one, but I'm overt about what I'm trying to do. Right? I tell you. Feel free to take me at my word or not, but as I said before, if you guys don't take me at my word, then that's the end of the conversation. So my word is all I have, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a show that is entertaining, trying to talk about difficult ideas, trying to incorporate a philosophical conversation, trying to send a message of positivity and love out into the universe. I'm trying to do all that while enjoying the ride and expressing a certain amount of gratitude, because this, I understand, is a dream job for many people. It wasn't a dream of mine. So I didn't grow up with people like this. Video game television wasn't a thing that I could aspire to do. So it was far more fun accident that I'm both temperamentally very well adjusted to doing this type of work. I didn't want to do that. That was the wrong click. And there's bot material everywhere on this board. Oh, because when orange disconnected, right? When orange disconnected. Probably had the orange kill there if I lined it up properly. So the initial why was I was meditating on my balcony and I had the thought, I was like, okay, you're pretty good at this risk thing. Why don't you just turn the camera on, talk, and see how it goes? And for the first couple of weeks, couple of months, it wasn't, all that successful. And to be perfectly fair, it wasn't all that good. I kind of sucked, right? If you guys watch my earliest stuff, there's an inkling of it being compelling television, but it's not good. I'm not animated enough. I'm not clear enough. The energy isn't there. And the quality of the gameplay isn't there, right? I get a lot better. Watching yourself critically and also befriending the best people and asking them critical questions will improve your game massively. So all of that helped me become the player I am today. But I certainly never started with the why to start was never with the intention of having it be a career, right? Meeting with the success that I've met on YouTube is nothing short of an absolute miracle to me because I never had faith. It's not even that I didn't have faith in myself. It was that it wasn't even conceptually possible, right? We very much, um, what we believe to be true determines our reality, in a extremely real sense. I don't think I get the orange kill here either because I'm not quite open to it, am I? I have to go whole hog on this orange kill though because I don't want this to delay further. All right, let's see if we can get this orange kill. There's some up there though, isn't there? There's some right here. No, I'm wrong. Okay. We get this? Hmm. It's very close. Yeah, it's very close. Whatever. I'm not going to lose. Yeah. If I lose, I cry. Huh. So how far off were we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 troops. Sad. Sadness. Now we get a Joker. Story time continues. Why did I start to post on YouTube? I think on some level we all have something to say. I think that's one of the key things that determines our value or our worth is our perspective is unique. So keeping that in mind, having a sense that I'm a person who craves connection. I'm a person who craves truth. And it's so difficult to find a true, honest interaction in media. One that is free of those biases I was talking about. So I think part of that is what has made the show compelling. You kind of get to watch a guy, warts and all, beat his head on the wall against all sorts of things. Sometimes shitty, as are we all, right? But I've achieved everything I could have dreamed to achieve in this game. And I do use the word miracle. It is a miracle to me that anyone would want to listen to me talk for any amount of time, let alone to be able to do this for my job. That is simply amazing. Watch me fail a green kill now. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely don't get that. Dancing around these bots like an idiot. I like the question. I appreciate the question. It helps me to reflect upon my time. At the time recording, as I said, I've been on YouTube for 4.5 years. Long. My life has changed massively in almost every way. While going to 5 is nice. I don't think I have the troops to get it, though. I left the stack active. Maybe we'll try go up through the middle. I appreciate all the questions, guys. I'm gonna more and more detach from the comments on YouTube, other than just by moderating them from the toxicity, because I don't think YouTube comments are an appropriate place to ask questions. The types of questions I get on YouTube are also of very low quality for most of the time. So if you want to ask me questions, I have a Q&A thread in the Discord, and this gives us the opportunity to talk at length about whatever it is. And beyond that, you know, YouTube comments are not conducive to an intelligent, functional conversation. We can get green here. Oh, they still have the other capital? Ay, ay, ay. I can still lose. I can still lose this. Hey, come on. Oof. I need good dice. Nope. We lose this. The same thing as last time. It's ridiculous. Can't even kill bots, this fucking guy. Calls himself a top player. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do, what's it called? We'll do Q&A questions a lot more now. So if you're curious about anything, ask away. At least one of the bots eliminated here. Green, blue kills green. It's gonna be still a tedious cleanup because, at least now, blue and orange can hit each other in the middle, and I can come out of the side. I just need to make sure I don't get card blocked. This is the situation we're in. Worried about getting card blocked by the bot. It's dire. It's a dire situation. Let's go, bot. Bot on bot crime. Uh-huh. All right, so I suppose another thing we could discuss is communication. Um, so part of my decision to disengage from the YouTube comments more is I don't think engagement is good for the channel. I think I have a certain way of responding to people that is not conducive to growing the brand. And what I mean by that is questions are good, but I don't often get questions. What I get is a life cycle of a person who at some point thinks they know more than me. And they might. Probably unlikely. But they might. The way you and this is exemplified in the YouTube comments, right? If you look at a bunch of threads, like I had this this interaction over the negotiation game where, you know, the vast majority of the commenters thought I missed something. And the thing I missed was a terrible move. And I can get why they would fall for that terrible move. But then when I try to explain that, right, it's so much easier to empathize with a noob if you're a noob than it is to empathize with me, right? So it's the lack of empathy causes causes alienation. And that's fine. I'm used to I'm used to being an alien. But I find it frustrating when people post, you know, obviously wrong things using my form to do so, right? I find that irksome. So the rules that I have these days for interaction and communication are I want to talk to you guys via Discord primarily. Okay. If you reach out to me on Discord, that is the space where you will most likely get a response. And that means not DMs. There's no reason to DM me. There's no if you have private business, then you talk to Drew, right? That's what he's for. If you want to talk to me, use public forum in Discord. I have a philosophy forum to do so. I have all sorts of general threads on my Discord. It's almost never the case that a private conversation is necessary. And I get why people would want to have a private conversation with me, because their instinct is that oh, Pete, I love the show so much. Thank you for doing it. And I get it a bunch of times, and it's always appreciated, right? I'm grateful that you do. You have to understand that it does go both ways, and I'm beyond over the moon grateful that you enjoy the show. However, in order for me to manage my incoming, I have to moderate the types of interactions I have. So the types of interactions I have on YouTube comments, I have to avoid people posting objectively incorrect things, despite the fact that they think they're good at the game and are very, very confident that they're right. Because I find it frustrating, because the format of YouTube comments is not conducive to having the type of conversation that achieves meaning. Let me see if I can get orange here. Let's not fail this again. Is it? It is it. Okay, great. So I have an Instagram. I don't really use that to communicate. The best way, as I said, to reach me is public forum on Discord. You can ask questions via YouTube comments. I make no guarantee that I can get to them anymore. They're just too numerous. And let's just finish this guy then. Okay, we get the dubs. Yeah. I have a Patreon. Reach me there. Email if you want to talk to Drew about business stuff. That's kind of how I see it. I've had to really control my incoming so that I can focus on making content with much more sort of time and enthusiasm. I would say defeating 2 beginners, 2 intermediates, and expert, but I don't really feel like I did defeat them. I feel like the game defeated them, but it did give me an opportunity to have a conversation with you guys. This is how I like to do it. Number one way, best way, if you have a question, post in the Q&A thread on the Discord, and it will be answered. Boosters get priority access to the priority thread if you want your question answered sooner. But I love answering questions. I think that is something that Just want to make very clear. Questions are great. I love answering questions. And thank you for asking. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this video, despite what ended up happening. Hope you found some of it fun. Turn 1. And educational? Not really. Maybe I'm too hard on myself. Can't hold every video to the standard of the best video you've ever had, right? Especially not with a show 2 times a day. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, I love you. Good games. Good luck.